right, we're here with James. Is it okay to call you Jeopardy James, or does that get old?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's fine. All right, yeah, we're here with Jeopardy James, champion. There's our cameras, James. Here's our camera. We have some, what is this, 80s?
Okay, we got
90s?
we got some 92, we got some 90, we got some 89. This is yeah. I mean, I think even when I started collecting these things, it was probably 1993. But these things were like 4 packs for $1, and I was raised in a very frugal household. You got all the cards you could for the money you had in your pocket.
Yeah.
This is the way to go.
And the gum was a lot fresher back then.
You know, it was already not. It was already not really a picnic to be chewing that gum.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what we got.
All right, we're going to start with the gum pack, 1989 Topps.
89. So who's out of that year? Ken Griffey Jr.
There's one other. Griffey and somebody.
Kensenko? No.
Kensenko's 86, McGuire's 87.
We got a Pirates leader card. I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
You got it. He's a natural. Look.
Got Andy Van Slyke. Oh, Barry Bonds did not even lead the Pirates in anything in '88. How interesting.
You know what's different about these vintage cards? The difference of these vintage cards is they do cool stuff like this.
Right. Yeah.
Not one card you'll see today is going to be like framed like that.
Oh, we got a patriarch of the family, Lance McCullers Sr. here. Mark Lewis, #1 draft pick. I don't think his career really
Mark
panned out
Lewis?
as it could have. It's interesting who the rookies they focused on were back then. Ed Vandenberg, I confess I do not remember him one bit.
There's going to be a lot of those dudes.
Here's a guy from my childhood, Andre Dawson.
Oh, yeah.
Remember sending him some
Cubs.
mails for autographs as a kid and not getting it back. That's fortunate.
Damn. Nolan Ryan sent me one back.
Checklist here. Oh, we got I bet they don't have checklists in the packs anymore.
No way. 1 to 132.
Turn back the clock to Lou Brock. Probably when he hit 3,000 hits. Set a major league record with his 938th stolen base in 1979.
You want to take a trip back to your youth? Smell that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is when they had a whole bunch of them.
All right,
they filled up the room with that
smell. We got some gum here that's maybe poisonous, maybe not. We'll see.
Go for it.
We'll see how this goes. That's pretty crunchy. Tastes like I remember, though.
I could switch you out if you want some Orbit.
This is like disintegrating in my mouth. I think I do.
It's 30-year-old sugar. Here. That's trash.
Okay. That's over with.
Does it have any taste at all?
It tastes.
I mean, did you taste the cherry or whatever at all?
Oh, well, I mean, it tastes like bubble gum.
Oh, okay, it does have a bubble gum taste.
Yeah, but, okay. Got it. Doug Drabeck. Here's your Cy Young winner.
You want a Orbit gum?
No, I think I'm okay. Doc Edwards.
I don't see a manager. Oh, he's manager.
Rinse your mouth out.
Oh, thank you.
He just ate the old gum.
One of my favorite players of my youth, Tony Phillips. He was Moneyball before Moneyball was a word.
I didn't know that.
Have on base percentage will travel. Yeah, you know.
What do you mean by that?
You'd plug him into any position, he would get on base at a 400 clip for you. Had to find a new team every year because teams didn't care about taking walks back then. It was a different time. Rich Yet. Okay.
Wow. He was
Tom Brookins.
Man. Some of these names, dude.
Israel Sanchez. I don't remember. Okay, so he had just been called up. They got minor league stats from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different affiliates on these cards.
Look at the minor.
Time.
Just look at this guy. Look at that mustache. Wow.
How do you do? Or men were men.
Larry McWilliams, also a very fine mustache on Mr. Larry McWilliams here.
It's like the old basketball cards with their shorts.
Oh, we got an ad for the Topps Company store.
Nice.
These were good times. I never wrote into any of these, but you can enter a sweepstakes to win a trip to 1990 spring training camp. I wonder what would happen if you mailed one of these in today. Finally,
take it over to the booth. When we go over there,
Luis Aquino.
He should take this when he goes over to Topps and say, I was wondering if I could redeem for that. Seriously, that'd be a good joke. Yeah, I want my sweatshirt.
We got a Don Russ puzzle pack here. They don't even have a year because they're too cool for that. but I remember these.
Did you actually ever build that puzzle on the back?
Oh, goodness!
See?
Yeah, it's a Warren Spahn puzzle, and I came pretty close. But you know, the thing is, once you need one piece, you got like a 1 in 21 shot of getting the one you want. I think I ran out of money in my pocket.
Puzzle.
Look at this young, handsome man, clean shaven.
Oh, young Smoltzy.
Yeah.
Somebody
This,
did a.
This might be a rookie card.
That's
He's
a
only
very young
He had just
Smoltzy.
been
Look
called
at
up.
Show a picture of you or your kids playing baseball, and whichever one I like the
Dan
most.
Snyder.
I'll send you the favorite
88
puzzle.
Braves.
I posted a picture of my kid.
It says 12 games, 88. So this must
Yeah.
be the first real year of him.
Oh, young Andy Hawkins, still short of his only person I can think of who give up 4 runs and a no-hitter. Dante Bichette.
That's a young Dante
Another
Bichette.
patriarch of a great baseball family to come. Marvin
Oh wait,
Freeman,
that's
I remember.
not Cody. What's the dude's name?
Bo.
Bo Bichette.
Ernest Riles, I do not remember.
I'm not remembering most of them.
Marvin Freeman.
Some of them more memorable than others. We got another clean-shaven youth, Kevin Brown here. I know what he was about to be. Terry Clark,
I said Tony Clark.
fine mustache there.
Golly.
Look at these old logos too. Oh, we got a Jose Canseco 40-40 Club commemorative card. Oh, I remember when that.
I wonder how he got 40
Kinda thing.
hits or 40 home runs.
You know, I'm not sure what year we traced back the juice into, but Jose is a Las Vegas local though. You find him in the poker rooms.
Who, Ernie Witt?
Tom Lampkin. No, Jose. He's, I think he will challenge you to a heads-up poker match if you if you want. Look at the hair on Ricky Horton here.
Oh, that's a mullet. That's a mad mullet.
I should have gotten some '70s cards. I could have really hit the. This guy has
A lot
no
of
major.
mustache.
This guy has no major league record as of 1988.
But he gets a card.
He got a card. That's all.
No,
Yeah, sure.
major league.
Okay. This doesn't look like it's working. Do you have a different Sharpie we can use? Yeah. Oh, Score. Is Score still
90 score.
Is Score still in business? I don't think I've heard from them in a while.
They are.
Okay.
They do football.
Oh, nice.
Score football.
Another young man ahead of his time here. I remember the days when people were making fun of him on The Simpsons. We didn't think he'd be a potential Hall of Famer. Crazy world we're living in. Oh, Willie Hernandez, Cy Young winner. Nice mustache. Wild thing, Mitch Williams. And the key to any great
A
pack
lenticular.
turn of the 90s cards, a lenticular. I would stare at these things for hours back before there were smartphones. All right, we got a earthquake commemorative card. I don't think I ever had one of these. Nice. Cal Daniels, what a potential career he could have had. Dan Quisenberry.
Oh man, that's a
gone-
name from the 90s.
Gone before his time, you know. I heard a fantastic dude.
Dan
Hall
Quisenberry.
of Famer Harold Baines. I did not think I'd be uttering that sentence in my lifetime.
There you go. What'd he get in the Hall of Fame for? What'd you think? Home runs, hits?
I just think just accumulation, you know. They what, 2,800 hits, something like that. His numbers resonate. He's stuck around forever. That bet will travel. Keith Hernandez. We got all kinds of great players in this
Wow.
pack.
How many years was he in on this one? A lot. Was he really rookie in
So
70s?
this is a 1990 pack. I think it was 91, 92. He was on Seinfeld. Gained real immortality.
This says 74 though, Cardinals.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he started, I didn't realize he started in the early 70s.
Long career, yep. Patterson. Oh, Jeff Kunkel, all-time name team of the 90s.
It is?
Well, I mean, in
Jeff
terms of
Kunkel.
just fun names to say, he was up there. Don Cerruti, do not remember. Oh, Eric Yelding. He was supposed to be a thing, time upon a time.
Jack Dougherty.
And Eric Anthony. Oh, okay. old are these things?
Very.
Okay. All right, next up, Fleer 92.
Enjoyed watching.
92 Fleer.
Oh, this is when Fleer classed it up. They started putting pictures on the back of the cards. I remember they went to...
And they stick.
They tried to go upscale. Julio Franco, this guy, so he is 10 years into his career at this point, and a good 16 more from retirement. Madness. Lewis. A lot of Mark Lewis's here. Sam Wallach. Oh, I remember that time. Oh, we have a rare sighting of the other Kevin Brown here. This is a 2 Kevin Brown day for the breaks. Rick Sutcliffe. Cubbies of the Youth.
These do not have the vintage smell. Just saying.
Yeah, they're pretty clean.
Mike
Jackson carved out quite the career for himself after this. And speaking of, early catching early on, Tom Glavine. Wilson Alvarez. Oh, I remember the days when I still hadn't picked the team. The Cubs were on in the afternoon and the Sox weren't. It was harder to catch the Sox on TV when you had a curfew.
Are you a Sox guy or a Cubs guy?
I'm a Cubs guy, but I think everything is circumstance. Chicago had 2 things that they don't have most places. They had day baseball and they had day Jeopardy, and so these are the things I could watch when I came home from school and my parents weren't home yet to police the television. And
and the Thundercats. Cartoon, maybe. That's what I remember.
I never.
You were watching Jeopardy. I was watching Thundercats.
I never dreamed of being one of the Thundercats, but one of the Ninja Turtles, that would have done it for me.
Raphael or Donatello?
Oh, I was a Raphael
or Michelangelo.
guy. The sass from Raphael was definitely my thing. I was always a sassy kid, and I grew up to be a sassy adult too.
Did you like all the movies?
Yes, Roscoe.
What did you think of them? They started getting a little crazy.
The live action did not do it for me. I really preferred the animation. And when they tried to make it like an adult thing, a cartoon that appealed to adults too, that didn't really do it for me either.
It's really cheesy. I came across it the other day, and it was so cheesy.
Hello, we're picking up all kinds of old-timers here. I was a Cubs kid, but I was always a Frank Thomas guy. I thought, it was weird to me that people thought Sammy was the star of the town. Frank was always the no doubt Hall of Famer in my mind. Again, people didn't care about walks back then. Guy would on base 450 every year. No one cared. It was strange to me.
Times changed.
Back from the days of the knuckleball.
Tom Candiotti, that's a name from the past for me.
Lee Stevens, who was later traded for Grady Sizemore, Cliff Lee, and Brandon Phillips for the all-time heists. Oh, we got record setters Joe Carter, one of the opposite of Moneyball, one of the all-time overrated players of my youth, but he was fun to watch.
He's not a Hall of Fame?
Oh, he was a guy who would knock in 100 runs every year, but do it with a 300 on base, and it was like providing no value to the team, but being famous for doing it. It was a different age. And Darryl Irvine, I do not remember. It's a lot of big names in that pack. That was a good one.
They filled out their checklist in these days, that's for sure. They put everybody.
Topps 92. We'll see how they've evolved. Oh, we got pictures of the stadium on the back of the card now.
Nice borders.
One of my definite favorite players of my youth, Jim Abbott. Fun story.
I'm guessing you can find some Jim Abbott stuff on that floor.
Oh, yeah, okay. And
maybe
took him a while to get into the hall, but
there he is.
He's there. Another guy who would, on base 450 every single year. They just didn't care about it.
So when you say on base percentage, what is that? Any way you reach the base, that's considered?
Yeah, I think they technically don't count catchers interference or things like that, or reaching on errors. But yeah, like hit by pitch walks. Edgar was hitting 350 every year too. It's not like it was an empty 450, but I don't know. People just didn't pay attention to these stats back then. Darren Lewis, I remember he had a streak of errorless games that became a story. He was a fan.
Oh.
Kenny Lofton Astros card. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, he had 20 games there before they shipped him off.
Where'd he go? Braves? Kenny Lofton?
This was
Indians.
to the Indians first.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out that if they hadn't traded him, you could have had a Lofton Biggio Bagwell top of the lineup for a whole decade. That's missed opportunities, Mike Bilecki. Another Joe Oliver. Tom Browning. Mr. No hit.
couple of him.
And led the league in runs given up the year that this card came out. It's good. It's nice that they put these things in bold red to commemorate them for you.
What were those? What are they highlighting?
He had some of them were games started, but this one in the past year was runs and earned runs given up. And
37.
Would you look at this? We got a scratcher card here. I don't know if anyone has a coin available for me to try and win a prize. Let's see how long ago we need to submit this to win. It's a winner's list must be claimed by January 1993. We can visit the Topps booth and see if anything works there. Okay, let's see. We need to get 3 stats to match the winning stat. Okay, so we void if removed. I've already voided the card by scratching the wrong thing. That's okay.
God damn it.
I get a pack of 10 cards if I win this prize. And I need to match 2 runs. Is that right? No, I need to.
What do you got?
I need to match the winning stat of 48. Let's see. All right, I got fly out, I got pop out, I got line out, but I got 240. I got 3 48s. That's 3 stats to match winning stat before I get an out. But I scratched 3 outs already, so I'm done. I'm done. Even though there were 3 outs on the card, I could have, or 3 48s on the card. I could have got them if I knocked them all down before the 5 outs. The odds were against me. Let's say.
That's what that means.
Before I ever had to worry about things like parlays, the math of these things didn't concern me, and I always thought I was so close to a winner. But
what do you like more when you play? Do you like poker? Do you like playing and watching and betting on the games, or do you like fantasy football?
There are times when I will bet games and I can't even watch them because I get it stresses me out too much to watch how the silliest things cost you your money sometimes.
Oh my God.
It's tricky. I do like sometimes. We had 2-time defending home run champ Cecil Fielder here. There are times where one of the big things I do now is in commercial breaks of a football game, I'll make live bets where they put up a new line for the game. If a team gets out to a hot start, and sometimes I think they overreact to those kind of things, and that of course
second half stuff or just real time.
Real time, kind of, yeah. I mean, they have second half also. They sometimes will screw up. You want to, if you're betting on a football game on Sunday morning, the smartest people in the world have had a week to look at those odds. But if you get the halftime lines right when they come out, or the in-game lines right when they come out, that's
you might get some good
value. That's when you can get some value. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely root for the Raiders to get off to a hot start, and that helps you. A couple of my favorites here, Chris Sabo and Kevin McReynolds, carved out some nice little, very good careers.
Which one is that?
Oh yeah. So my daughter, she sees me yelling at the TV, and she'll say things like, "They're not even trying to cover the TV."
Oh my goodness! They're not even trying to cover.
Oh, this okay. So we're now opening a, what do we got here? It's a top. It is a top of Big Baseball Cards second series, and this one is glossy. You can see the shine coming off of these things. And not only that, they come up with a comic here. He pitched back-to-back shutouts. His father pitched in the majors for 19 years, and his teammates nicknamed him Rainbow.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and smell that one.
Oh,
that's a good one.
And do you know what happened when I picked up these cards? Is I looked at they had 1 year of stats on them, and I got mad because I wanted years and years of data.
Oh yeah, you wanted to see all the years.
I hit home runs by the bushel, he says. Clear, great representation of Jesse Barfield on the back of this card, by the way. I think might have just drawn these for any player. Could. Steve Buechele, he got traded to the Cubs when I was a kid. I remember
Steve Buechele
for a few years. He was John Elway's roommate at Stanford, huh? We got Elder Griffey here. Hails from same hometown as Hall of Famer Stan Musial.
I didn't know that his name was George Kenneth.
Yeah, juniors too. His son Ken plays in Mariners chain. A great representation of Ken Griffey Jr. here on the art too. We got wonderfully done here. Johnny Ray. From the Come On Eileen song. Oh, Jim Sundberg. Not to be confused with Brian Sandberg. I struggled keeping those two straight for a little bit when I was a kid.
Sundberg.
Yeah.
Jim had 6 ribbies in 1985 playoffs.
Yeah, we won
that's not too bad, is it?
5 Gold Gloves or something. Oh my goodness. Mike Moore did a good 15 years before he retired. He was ace of the Cubs once Greg Maddux left for a very short time. So he made his major league debut a week after signing out of high school, and then good 24 years later, something like that, retired 12 teams later.
Mike Morgan,
What a time.
24-year career.
Great trip down memory lane there.
That was fun.
That was fun.
And they smell good.
And, you know, I appreciate not having to worry about accidentally creasing an actually valuable card in this set.
Dropping it on a corner.
I think we can safely just toss those in a stack and be good with it.
Yeah, I'll put them in a box for you. Tyson, can you get a picture of us at the booth, please?
We're telling them what's the raise today.
Ripping some vintage. This way. I'm going to hold up Mike Morgan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mindy's got his total he raised today.
Okay.
Tell me.
You guys raised $785 today.
What's the 5? Someone gave extra?
I guess so.
Guy just said here.
Someone bought that ball from me, so he's going to pay me tonight, so I'm putting in for that. So that goes to 7.
Mike had one request.
Yeah!
Yeah.
He wanted to see
Here,
if
Manny,
you could
put that in there.
all in.
That's for
on
the
your
ball.
line.
So 805.
I put it over 800. Well, he did. I'll tell him.
Thank you. I'll make sure he gets it.
Cool,
There's
James.
one guy
man.
who missed it. Like a picture when we walk out.
Where are you going next?
He's been waiting.
It's Rob. Have you gone to the top?
I don't know. Is there anything happening? I mean, I think
I do think you should go by Tops at least to say hi.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully someone can show me where the owner gets her Tops people are. I don't know if they're the same people or.
Rocco's back. You got to go.
I'm not saying you should have any pressure, but there's one guy, one celebrity who's got an auto and who's putting his own
Well, I'm taking him over the top. Something else out there. The Majestic 3 box is ready.
Majestic 3 box.
Majestic 3 box.
Well, for starters, though, if you work on that, I'll get the product.
Strings up. That's frozen strings.